Okay, let's go.
Hey everyone, thank you for coming back to our 15-minute interview. Today I have a very special guest. It's Alexis Van Welden. Alexis, how's your day going?
Hi, how you doing, Marie? It's going great. Thank you. How's yours?
Excellent so far. So where do you live?
Good.
What kind of water do you drink? And tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so yeah, my name's Alexis and I live in Vernon, British Columbia, beautiful Vernon, BC. I live full time as an off-grid RVer. So I have myself a little off-grid spot here on Okanagan Lake, and I actually drink Okanagan Lake water. Obviously, being in an RV, when you're traveling around, the quality of your water can be a concern because you never know what kind of source you're tapped into. And now, just being in the RV in general, having access to fresh water has been a huge concern. So, when I first got set up here, I was having my water delivered, of course, chlorinated city water. And then, I kind of got a pump system going on and a filter system, and I actually pump my water now out of Okanagan Lake.
That's cool.
I have a pre-filter and then I have a water ionizer, my K8 water ionizer,
Nice.
which basically, yeah, makes my water super healthy and
That's
antioxidant.
amazing. So did you notice a big change in the taste from the pub when you were bringing the water in from town to the lake water? Like, did you change a lot?
Um, Absolutely. I mean, the first thing that you notice a difference is that there's like you don't smell the chlorine anymore,
Yeah,
right?
you get really
And
sensitive to that.
yeah, and like even on your skin and stuff from the shower, like yeah, it just smelled so bad of chlorine. And with the lake water, I don't I'm not getting that.
Absolutely. That's so incredible. I had no idea that you were off grid. That is really cool. And you have a family? Are you living on your own or what? How did you
Yeah,
manage
I
to go
have
off
a
grid?
15-year-old son and a 19-year-old daughter. My 19-year-old is on her own now, but my 15-year-old son is still here. He's at grade 10 at school. And yeah, we enjoy living the way that we do. And it has its challenges, but yeah, it's great.
That is so cool. I have a van and I dream of it. I have not done it yet, but I do. I cannot bypass a van life video for the life of
Yeah,
me. It's
me
a
too.
part-time job watching van life videos. So
Yeah.
how did you buy your K8 or how did you find out about an Magic and like who did you buy from?
So yeah, I mean, I'm actually part of the GFM team, and
What's
so
GFM, if you don't
it's a
mind giving a plug there?
sure, it's the Global Freedom Movement. It's a social media platform,
Yeah.
and I was just scrolling social media. I've been a for 21 years a road worker. I do traffic control, and so obviously I've worked a lot of hours, sometimes some heavy lifting and long hours, extreme conditions. And yeah, I just really wanted to move into the online space. So scrolling Facebook, there's Facebook ads, and I just decided to answer one.
Oh, that's so cool. That's how a lot of us get here.
Yeah.
So it's really nice to meet so many people while doing these interviews that, yeah, just took a chance and ended up being like there's very few people that regret their ionizer. And I mean, all of our products are amazing. Are you using the Anespa in the RV as well?
I actually haven't got it hooked up yet, but yeah, I've got plans for my RV guy to I'm doing some renovations in here. Kind of like just making it my own, right? So
Absolutely.
unfortunately haven't been using the Anespa, but I've been using the K8 and the Yukon turmeric tea.
Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite.
Amazing. I know,
Yeah.
eh? So now that you're working online, are you still working offline part-time? Like, are you kind of balancing it?
Yeah, I actually I have the winters off, so which is actually perfect because, working in the sunshine and in the summer here in the Okanagan, right? So I get to work the best hours during the summer, and then when it's cold and wintry outside, I'm nice and snug inside my trailer working online. So
Oh,
yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, I take my winters off to work.
And what did you notice? What were some of the biggest things that you noticed when you first got your K8 as far as like your health or your mindset? Like, did you have any massive like changes happen?
Yeah. Well, when I first, was introduced just to the K8 and Enagic, like first of all, I recognized that there was a huge growth that needed to happen with myself, within my mindset,
Yeah.
right? And so it wasn't just the water that was exciting for me. It was the personal development that I was going to experience, and just everybody that's within the organization of Enagic, I think, understands that we're a motivational support for one another. So that was a real draw to me. As far as the water goes, when I started drinking the water, I think the first big difference I noticed was my energy level.
Right.
I had more energy and just that compiled with the all of the supportive motivational people that I was meeting, that really kind of, it was really exciting. And then my joints stopped hurting. uh I've always kind of had sore joints, knees, elbows especially, and they're not inflamed and sore anymore. Like I used to be able to squeeze on them and it was tender to the touch.
Oh, you're
And not
kidding.
no, and not anymore,
And
right?
you're
Well,
so
wearing
young to have joint pain already. It's nice to nip that in the butt
well, yeah,
before
wearing steel toe boots and walking on the road, right? For all
yeah.
those years, right? So those were two significant things. And then I've had other people compliment me on my skin and tell me how healthy my skin looks. Like quite a few people
Oh,
have mentioned a difference in my skin. In about 4 months, I lost 17 pounds
oh wow.
over
That's
the winter. And
hot.
that's usually the
Yeah.
time when you put on weight.
Yeah, that's it.
Right.
Me
So, and I
too.
really wasn't, I mean, I maybe went to the gym like once a week and did a little bit of cardio, so other than that, I was inside my place kind of sitting down and loafing. So, how can you explain losing all that weight?
Well, that's it. A lot of inflammation. Actually, there's been
Right.
studies done on electrolyzed reduced water. I found this at one point. I think it was three different studies, and in they had the same results for all three of the studies because they start with like a small group, medium group, larger group, and it was
Right.
an average of 12 pounds in the first 3 months lost
Wow.
by the people. So, and they didn't change their life. They weren't hitting the gym 8 hours a day or anything like
Right.
that. So that study lines right up with your
Yeah.
story. So it's very
Yeah,
believable
it
for
does.
sure.
I also want to mention too that, I've had great teeth my whole life. I've never had a cavity, but my gums have been really bad. And
Oh,
they've always like bled when I brush my teeth or floss, even though I took really good care. Inflammation in my gums was always it was a thing. And since I started drinking the water, I just in the last couple of weeks, I've noticed that my teeth don't, my gums don't bleed anymore when I brush my teeth, which
oh,
is amazing, right? Like I've
it's
basically,
unsettling. I've had that before too, that you mentioned it.
yeah.
Like, and it's unsettling. Like it's a clear sign from your body that that's not supposed to happen, right?
Well,
So to have it
yeah,
stop is, yeah, I had that too, like where I've been on the water for about 5 years. And like you just start getting better and better and better. And then you start wondering, like I had a spot around 6 months ago where I was like, where is my back pain? Like I used to get
yeah,
sciatica and I'd have heat pads on my lower back and that's kind of just gone away over the years. So instead of things getting worse, things are actually getting better and that's
right,
really
right.
cool, right?
I have to mention too that I am also in love with the turmeric tea, with the Ukon tea,
Yeah.
and I drink it every day, at least a large cup every day, like a cup like this.
Is that right, eh? I
Yeah,
haven't gotten the
yeah.
tea. I'm on the supplements and
Oh, okay.
love it.
Oh, excellent.
Instantly makes my carpal tunnel. I have carpal tunnel tendencies and like tendonitis tendencies. If I take
Okay.
5 supplements, boom, it goes away in like an hour and a half. Like you can literally feel it.
Wow.
Okay. So
Oh,
highly recommend the supplements. If you
I'd
message
love
me
to get,
after this, I'll send you a little package if you want,
yeah,
just to
I'd love
say
to get
thank
my
you for
hands on
doing
some.
this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when I first ordered my Yukon, I don't think they were available. So, but I'm a tea gal. I love tea. I'll
I
drink tea all day long. So, I was right into that. I got the tea and the soap, and I'm
oh, that's
so super
good.
happy.
The
And I can't
soap's
wait to get this
beautiful too,
Inespa
eh?
hooked up. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't wait.
I
So,
made my own body wash with the soap.
oh,
And it
very good.
worked out really well. Yeah. And I just used a little bit of essential oils and I did it. I think I have a video on TikTok of me doing it. But yeah, it
Okay.
worked out so nice. And because I kind of missed body wash when I got the soap. So I just made my own and yeah, it's beautiful. So let's
Yeah,
walk
excellent.
into business now. So your word global, what is it? Global, what tell us again your platform?
Yeah, it's the Global Freedom Movement.
And where are they from predominantly? Like, where are their leaders from? Are they Canadian, US, Australia?
Yes, yes. The host of the group, Andrea Chalmers, she
Heard
is a
of them.
Canadian. She's actually from the Okanagan here, and
Oh,
she was a stay-at-home mom that decided to retire. She decided to do the Enagic thing, and she retired her husband, and now her husband and her children live in beautiful Cabo San Lucas.
oh, wow. Wow.
Yes.
Amazing. But it's
So,
nice that you have somebody that you relate to that's from your area. Like that's what like even with
yeah,
Mirage, it always like it feels different when it's like some superstar from the USA. And I know there's people from the USA watching this, but we're
yeah,
Canadians. And to have a leader of that magnitude be Canadian, it feels like it's
right.
even more attainable for us.
Yeah.
So I love that she's a Canadian as well.
Yeah, yeah. And my direct upline, Amanda, her and her husband as well are Canadians. I believe they're from Alberta, and they decided to give up their 9 to 5 lifestyle and work remotely. And now they're also in Cabo San Lucas with
Oh wow.
Andrea. So, yeah, there's quite the
Them
team
at
actually.
Mexico.
Yeah, and I think there's going to be a retreat in November. So I'm super excited to go.
Oh, I bet November is a
Yeah.
good time to break up that winter. So as we're wrapping up here, tell me, what has been your biggest win so far? I know you're only new starting your business and stuff,
Yes.
but what would you say your biggest win so far has been?
Well, I mean, obviously, I can't discount the physical, um, improvements
Yeah.
that I've had in my life. I feel so much better. I've lost this weight, and everything else. My mindset has definitely shifted to a more positive place. I feel more confident now, moving forward in my business. But also, I just got my taxes done, and it just about paid off my trifecta, which was my initial investment. So,
Wow.
I'm pretty excited about that, right? Because
And how did
I
you
took
claim
out.
it on your taxes with business or with medical equipment? Like how did that work out with your taxes to your job for road work, right?
Well, yes. So the taxes that I paid with my road working job, because using my RV, which is my primary residence,
Yeah.
as my home office, I get to write off a portion of my rent and a portion of my utilities, right? So my utilities are my solar and my generators and my
Wow.
propane. So
Yeah.
I kept, as soon as I started doing this business, I kept all of my receipts, and yeah, I have a great tax accountant that knows Enagic very well.
Who is your
Mr.
tax
T
accountant, if you don't mind me
it's
asking?
Mr. Taxes,
Yeah,
Rob Stone.
I've heard he's
Yes.
amazing.
Yeah, he's in the Vancouver area. So,
Good to know. Yeah.
yeah, well, it's all done remotely, which is, that's convenient in the way things are going. And this is the automation that we want to use in our
Great.
business,
Yeah.
right? So, yeah,
Yeah, we're moving into the digital age, right? And there's
that's
people that are
right.
still thinking that, the way to go is that whole 9 to 5. And it's just a matter of breaking through that paradigm and getting this shift that you don't have to, but you have
Yeah.
to start building. Like, nothing happens overnight. It didn't for me. It's like doesn't for anybody. You start building it. You work. I think there's a saying that I really liked. Well, I know there's a saying. You have to focus on your 9 to 5, and then you focus on your 5 to 9. Like what you do after work can change your life, right?
Yes.
So that's
Yeah.
really cool that you're doing both and that your taxes came back and made it make sense for you. That's so
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. Super excited.
And then what advice would you give to someone that's like kind of sitting on the fence, not really sure if this is real or if like we're telling the truth? Like what
Yeah.
advice would you give to those people that can't decide?
Yeah, no, this is a legitimate business. This isn't a scam. It's not a pyramid thing. The compensation plan is proprietary. So nobody else can pay their distributors like this. Like, don't sit on the fence.
Yeah,
Just jump in because it is so worth it. I mean, even just for the benefits of the water alone, even never mind the business, to have a machine in your home that's going to last for 25 years, and give you and your family healthy, clean water. You don't recognize what you're missing until you try it,
right.
right? And then, of course, I know people personally. My paving foreman is a 6A2-3 in an
Oh, no
Enagic.
kidding. Oh, wow.
No, I'm
Oh,
not. So I mean, I know people, not just, you and Andrea and Amanda and all these other people that I've met on the social media platforms, right? But people that I am actually meeting in every day are super successful in this.
well, the world's
And
ready for us, right? The
that's
world is
right. And
ready.
I've seen people that are all have already been in sales and network marketing, and they're like ranking up to like a leadership position in record time in a matter of a few months.
I know.
So
Wow.
I can see that it can be done. If they can do it, I can do it. I
Love
just need to do the work on myself that all of those people probably did when
uh,
they first started out, right?
absolutely.
So, I mean, it's a win-win situation. And yeah, an addict is the real deal. It's the real thing. And yeah,
I mean, that's
I
it.
can't
Like,
say I can't say enough good things.
I know, me too. 50 years and 200 years in the future is what they've got planned out. So we're not
Right.
going anywhere, and the world is ready for us. The world's ready for better water. They're ready to stand up against these corporations that are literally stealing our water and selling
Yeah.
it back to the people. They're ready to find their own version of freedom. Like
Yes.
everybody's looks different. Maybe like I want to go live in a van on by the side of a lake. Maybe somebody else just wants to stay at home with her newborn baby, right? Like
Right.
everybody's version of freedom looks different, but I think that it's available for all of us if we just
Right.
leap of faith for sure.
And I just think that water obviously is, I mean, it's basically the source of life. And it is so important to our existence
Yes,
that how could you even, like this business is just, it's so much more than just a business,
it really
right?
is. Well, thank you so much. I'm so happy to finally meet you because we've been
Yeah.
friends for a while. And this has
Yeah.
just been one of the best interviews that I think that I've had so far. So thank you so much for
Awesome.
doing this with me.
Thanks so much for inviting me.
I
Yeah,
love it.
I love it too. No, when you put the idea out, I was like, yeah, right on. This is
Yes,
going
you
to be
jump
so
in
much
and do it.
fun.
Maybe we'll do a catch up in a couple of months, maybe in the winter, and we'll see where we're both at, and we'll catch up and tell some stories about how awesome 2024 has been.
Right, right. And don't forget, I get winters off. So, I mean, if you ever wanted to plan one of those van RV trips, you should hit me up.
I will. I will. Let's stay in touch. All right, Alexis, thank you. Enjoy your day, and I
Thank you
will
so
talk to you
much.
soon. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
you bet. Have a
Okay,
good one. Ciao
thank
for
you.
now.
Bye.